Hello everybody, in this tutorial I'm showing you how to animate in 4 different ways, text and masks. Here is the first one. You can see the mask is right there. The second one is this. You can see that we are using 2 different masks. And this is actually the fourth one. And we are using a lot of masks. And this is the effect. Now, roll the intro and see you in the tutorial. Hello guys, this is a very exciting tutorial I'm bringing to you, how to use text and masks. So here I have a text, you can choose any text you like, any font you like. I will bring the distance between this text a little bit, about that is good. Now I'm going to duplicate this layer and hide this one for now. Okay, there are many ways you can actually use mask and text. Here is one of them. I can right click on the layer of our text, choose mask and new mask. Now I can see that this mask is pretty tight. So let's say I can close here and click M. M is going to open our mask panel. And now I can click on our mask path. I will use the selection tool to double click around the mask and bring a little bit out, because right now is, as you can see, we have no space. Now it's good. Great. Now we have a red keyframe. I can bring this keyframe more further, and I can double click on the mask and bring the mask up. So you can see set to add. Perfect. I can now set to subtract. So what is happening now? Our mask is going down and revealing the text. And we can choose to subtract, and we can do the reverse by reversing the keyframes. For example, right click, keyframe, reverse. So now what's happening is revealing the text that way. Now I'm returning here. Okay, so we are like this, and we have already a very nice animation. I will just review the other properties of the mask here. And I have mask feather. We can increase to whatever, like 30. And now you can see that still showing a little bit. So I recommend you double clicking here and bring a little higher. And now this is what happened. It's a little bit nicer. Okay, this is the very first way to animate. Now we are going to animate in the second way. I can hide this layer. I can show this layer. Okay. And I will duplicate one more time. And now I will hide this layer and play with this text. Now we're going to click on this rectangle tool, and we don't need to select mask, as for text it will be automatically made a mask. And here I will just create one mask here, motion, and I'll create another mask about here, graphics. Okay, now we have 2 masks. I will choose the selection tool again, and on the mask 1, I'll click here and press M to review our mask properties here. And I'll choose mask path, select both, open the keyframes. And now I will move these 2 keyframes ahead. Okay. And on the first mask, I'll double click it and move to this side, just like that. And on the second one, I'll move to the opposite side, like that. Okay, now I can select both and press F9. So we have the easy. Okay, just like this. And now if we visualize, this is what happened. Very cool. We can now play with feathers. So I press M and M again. If it doesn't reveal, just go through here. And you can play with feathers by increasing here and having a better way to animate. Cool. This was the second way to animate. I'll show you one more here. In this one, I'm going to create a circle. And in this circle, I'm going to just create a circle outside here. And I'll create now a rectangle right there. So this rectangle, I'll first go ahead and keyframe the mask path, double click it, and move outside. Wait. So I double click here and move outside. And now on our ellipse, we can open mask path. And we're going to start like this. We keyframe and let's give some feather, about 30. Perfect. Now I can double click on this feather. And I can move. So here's our start of the keyframe. I can move ahead and bring that way, just like that. And now on the lower keyframe, I can move this 2 forward. So what's gonna happen is, first of all, it shows a little bit of the text and then the text comes in. Okay, this was another way to animate. We could also give some feather on the second one here, about 30. And you can see that looks pretty cool. Like a mystery way to review the text. Nice. Now, the last way I want to show to you guys is, let's actually delete the masks. So I press M, and I want to come here and delete this mask and delete this mask. I will create a few masks here. So first we have to select our text and go here, Mo. Okay, and then here, Chon, maybe Chi, and then On. And down here we have, a little bit more back from here, Ra, graphics, yeah. Okay, now we have this many. I can select all of them, expand, and press mask path. Now I can press U to review our keyframes, and I'll bring to the very start. And now I can go um, to the mask number 1, and with this I can double click on the first one and bring it up. Okay, and now I can double click on the second one and also bring it up. I can do the same with every other one, like that. Here, here, and last one, just like that. So now all is happening is this, and we can play with the keyframes distance a little bit. For example, this over here, and then this over there, okay? And maybe this over here, and this more far or more close. Cool. Now I select off this, right click on the keyframe, and toggle hold keyframe. So what's happening here is to jump from here to there. Let me move this a bit back. And there is no animation in between. It simply happened. So what I'm going to do now is to select off them, right click, keyframe assistant, and time reverse. So what's happening now is slowly revealing the words, and that's really cool effect. We can bring a little bit closer by pressing Alt and bring all the keyframes closer, like that, and have a faster animation. Motion graphics. And that's another way to animate. So I have shown you guys 4 ways to animate. I hope you enjoy, and see you on the next video.